Hey guys, Charley the Plumber here. So I thought I'd do a little roving reporter on blinds, deer blinds. Do you build, do you buy, do you build, do you buy? This blind that's behind me is my brother's blind. He was a carpenter by trade, 35 years, very anal as far as his build stuff. Want to kind of take you and show you his blind. I've only been up there a couple of times. It's 16 feet from the ground to the top of the platform where you stand, so it's probably 20 feet tall. We're hunting in northern Michigan, so we've got a lot of tag alder areas that are anywhere between, I don't know, 6 and 10 feet, 12, 14 feet tall, that he's trying to look over. So basically, I mean, this blind has been up for 2 years. You're going to see some features that he thought about, which I think are a good thing. But we'll walk over and take a look at it a little bit closer. I'll take you up top. 16 feet. This fat guy is going to be out of breath before I get up to the top and back, but we'll go check her out. Come on with me. Hey, well, I got you. Thanks for coming back to the channel. Stuff like this that hopefully will continue to bring you back. This is our way of doing it. There's a gazillion ways to do it. Myself, I made a video out of the blind I hunt out of. I hunt out of a Booner's blind by Menards. This is a homemade jobby. Probably between $500 and $1,000 to make this thing. I'm gonna guess it was probably more towards $1,000 because he's kind of a pack rat, so he saves up lumber and 2x4s and plexiglass, and hey, I've got a use for that somewhere down the road. So this blind has got some material that he's accumulated over the years, and you'll see when we get up there. So stay tuned, stay with me, let's go check her out. As you look at this blind, like I said, 16 feet tall. Kind of give you a better idea what 16 feet is. I'm 6'2". Definitely makes it look way bigger than what it is at this point. But we'll get a little closer. I'll show you what he's got going on. As you can see, he's got 4x4s here going up. These 4x4s are not sunk in the ground. Basically, they're sitting on the ground, but if you look here, he's got 2-inch or 2.5-inch galvanized fence post that he's got drove in the ground 6 feet. And his thought on that was, where we're at, the ground is very wet. So if you disturb the ground digging that 4x4 in, you're going to get a lot of wiggle. So what he did was he took a fence post driver and he drove 4 posts down into the ground 6 feet. Or maybe 8 feet, I'm not sure how tall these pipes are. And then he actually bolted these to the 4x4s. 2 bolts, 4 spots. He built this blind at home in his driveway. Like I say, he's very anal, so everything fit perfect. Got the cross beams for the wind. This thing is very solid. It's not going to go anywhere. That's just the kind of guy he is, but he's got the post. Like I say, he's got everything cut. He did all this stuff at home, so when he come up, he had everything labeled 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever the case may be. So that's kind of what he's got. He's got his rope for probably, I'm assuming, his gun or his crossbow as he shoots during the winter time. Or I'm sorry, during bow season. I'm not sure how he pulls his stuff up. I would assume that maybe he loops it. I really don't know. So that's something that you know, it would obviously, he doesn't, his gun he probably puts on a sling and drags it up that way, but this is probably more for his bow. So I will tell you, going up these stairs straight up like that, it's a bugger to get up there. Like I say, fat guy like me, you're trying to pull yourself up. Push yourself up with your legs. He designed this so that people like me can't get up in there. Well, I fooled him. I'll be able to at least get up there and down once anyway. Definitely got to be fit. I would like to have a little bit more gradual step, I guess you could say. Something like it would be nice to have an escalator on here. So up top, he's got a platform up there. You can see the platform here. That's just so when you get up there, you can open the door. You got something to stand on, so you're not trying to go up the ladder, get up to the top and try to wiggle that door open. Don't let me fool you. That's a bitch to get that door open once you get up there, because there's no handrails. This is probably not an OSHA approved deer blind, but you know, most deer blinds are not. Be safe when you're in the woods. Hey, before we go up, I want to thank everyone for coming back to the channel. I try to do stuff like this so that you can see what we do. Everyone does it differently. There's a million different ways to do it. Do you buy a blind? Do you make a blind? Do you what do you do? Do you use a ground blind? Do you blah, blah, blah? It don't matter as long as you get out in the woods and you're hunting. But at the end of the video, hit me with that thumbs up if you like it. Thumbs down if you don't. I got no feelings, so you know, please let me know one way or the other. Show me your blind. Tell me where you hunt. We're in the sunrise side of northern Michigan right now, mid-December. Today it's probably about 30 degrees. You know, it is what it is. It's good weather. I personally haven't been seeing the deer that the guys at the west end of the property have seen. We've only got 75 acres here, but it is what it is. You know, you hunt with what you got. So let's go up top, take a look. Hell yeah, that's a long ways up, especially for a fat guy. Okay, got the hinge. He's got his LP tank outside. Door. We're going in. Whew. Okay, so we're inside his blind. This blind is 5 by 5. I'm 6 foot, so you got plenty of room on the one side. Even on the other side, on the low side, he's got a single pitch roof, over 6 feet here. He's got a dual set of windows. I was told before I come out here, make sure you tell him that these windows are either a slide window or a tilt open window. So we'll take a look at them. He's got a couple of, told you he was anal. He's got a couple of little side windows here. So with this thing being so tall, you know, you see that deer coming in, but you can't see him because you're 16 feet in the air. So that's an openable window. That's pretty sweet. That window is probably 6 by 8, maybe 6 by 10. This one is not a two-side. He's got the raccoon-proof windows, not like a coon would get up here anyway, but he's got his office chair. Oh, a little low for me. It needs to be a little higher, I think. I like to be able to have where my knees are a little higher, but it's got a decent area here. He's got obviously some foam blocks that he can look at, or that they can look at. Yeah, you can look at them. Now he's got these foam blocks, obviously set his gun on. He also is a sewer. He's retired as a retired carpenter. He's looking for a new project. So his project now is he sews, he has a boat, so he sews his boat top and his cushions and yada, yada, yada. But and then he's got another little window here on the side. This one here appears like it's just a viewing window. Has no, it doesn't look like it opens. So that's probably just to see if these deer come down through here. You can see the glass windows here. We'll open these. These windows are a fully tiltable window. So now you've got a, oh, I'd guess that probably by a 10 by 3 foot window that you're dealing with. So he can see outside. He can see he's got a field down there with some planting. So he can see inside there. Tip that back down. And then let's check out the slide windows. Oh, that's pretty slick. You got the slide windows. They appear like they'd be a little noisy. I don't know if he probably keeps these open when he's opening and closing them, but so he's got that, got them all the way around. He got them on this side also. This window is same basic thing. Now he's got where the side-by-side is at down there. Obviously he's got another green field that he's put in. Off into the distance you can see another blind. That blind I would guess is probably, I don't know, maybe 400, 300 yards away. And then in behind him he's got his old blind. And the old blind was the one that he built for rifle season years ago. Now, this was prior to food plots, so he was trying to use that big open field for the deer to come in, eat on the grass and hay and whatever, whatever he had out there. So now he's got this new blind. He's got it's a little bit thicker in where he's at. He always likes that thick stuff, but so that's the window there. Put that shut. And again, that slides just like the rest of them. You got the slider down here, and looks like you got one over here. Told you he was anal. Put his foam blocks back. Now he's got his buddy heater back here. I myself would have put it back up underneath here, but you can see the shelf that he's got here. Lay his gun up on there, or maybe he sits it in the corner. And then he's also got another shelf down here. He got the shelf for his snacks and grunt calls. And this must be when he gets bored. When I get bored, I cook. When he gets bored, he plays with the can calls. Shows you how much I know about him. Yeah. So he probably sits out here, and between his grunt call and his can call, he probably has all kinds of flutes out here and whatever. But got carpet on the floor. He's got a wool blanket out here. Wool blanket we normally put over top of the shelf. Put your heater up underneath there. Let the heat radiate out from underneath the blanket. There's absolutely zero insulation in this thing, but he does have a pretty good size heater in here, so he said it gets pretty warm in here. It doesn't get too far as what he's got going on, but it's a nice blind. He's telling me 500 to 1,000. I don't believe him. I'm going to say it's at least 1,000. His time has got to be a gazillion hours. He is retired, so it's a little bit easier for him. And then I know every year he comes out and puts a little bit more in here. He's got, looks like he's got a flooring in here, some sort of a vinyl flooring in here. I think this come off of his boat that he's got up here for a hard surface. Got a couple of hooks, obviously for his bow stuff, and then he can hold them doors up top here. So I don't know. We'll take a quick peek before we get out. We'll take a quick peek around and see what he's got going on, and we'll go from there. So stay tuned. So you can kind of see the scrub brush that we hunt here in northern Michigan. It's good to see some of the Pennsylvania people and Ohio and the different terrains that they hunt, but this is what we hunt in. So I'll tell you what, hope you enjoyed the video. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. One of the few things in life you get for free is to subscribe to Charlie the Plumber's channel. I'm not getting real close to this edge because as I get older, I get afraid of heights, and this thing's going down. It was a bugger going up, and as everyone says, it's not the fall that gets you, it's the sudden stop. So hope you enjoy the video. Thanks for watching. Come on back, see me again, and take care.